Rogue meets the Professor in Uncanny Avengers issue 8. In Pleasant Hill, Rogue and the other Avengers, after undergoing Kobik's mind wipe, are assimilated into the town, becoming citizens of it. Rogue talks about how everything being normal doesn't feel right, and that someone has been harassing her lately, asking if she remembers who she is. The man calls her again, telling her to meet him in his study. Long ago, Charles Xavier teaches Rogue how to defend herself against psychic attacks. He says that the most dangerous thing for a mutant is to have their gifts subverted, so he will teach her to stop it from happening, since humanity already hates them enough and they don't need more reasons to. Appearing before Rogue in the present, Xavier tells her to remember who she is and what he's taught her. Leaving her house, she sees Johnny Storm, lighting him on fire to trigger his memory returning. Later on, Rogue and Johnny head into town, where Rogue tells Johnny where they are and how they've been imprisoned by S.H.I.E.L.D. Kamala arrives on her bike, running into Rogue and Johnny. Rogue tries to get her to remember who she is, causing Kamala to hit her, which activates her powers, making her remember that she is Miss Marvel. After their fight, Rogue and Kamala return to Johnny, who found Cable, Quicksilver, Voodoo, and Synapse. Cable calls Deadpool, who arrives in his fire truck, responding to an emergency that Cable called in. Rogue makes him realize that his name is Wade Wilson, which morphs him back into the cancer-scarred body he usually has, along with his new memory. With the team back to normal, they talk about what they remember, remembering Maria Hill clones and what happened to the other Avengers. Going to Tony the mechanic, they make him remember that he is Iron Man. Tony says he thinks Maria lured them here into a trap of some type, and Wade wonders where Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers are and if they've been hit with the same mind wipe as they are. Seeing Wade, Tony asks why he's an Avenger anyway, causing Wade to get angry at him, saying that he's sick of apologizing for being an Avenger, seeing as that it wasn't a decision that was made by him, but it was made by him for Steve. As they work out how to get the rest of the missing Avengers and their equipment back, Rogue and Kamala go off to the piano store, where Vision is working. Returning his memory, Rogue and Kamala return to the others with him, where Kobik arrives, saying that they aren't supposed to be awake yet and that they need to have their memories put back into place and be put back to sleep. Yeah, pretty interesting issue of Uncanny Avengers, tied nicely into what's been happening with Pleasant Hill and everything. And again, this is like the thing with these tie-ins, they're not tie-ins for the sake of, look, we have all these different tie-ins that you can collect. Their tie-ins are actually tie-ins. They're tied into the storyline of Pleasant Hill, and they're all in Pleasant Hill. The only thing is, this is like really weird, like when it exactly takes place and everything. Like they mentioned Steve and Sam might be here and everything, and it's kind of really weird, like where at least this one takes place. Like all the ones you've been able to sort of place. Oh, well, Captain America takes place during or and after the Helen Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything. You've been sort of able to place it and everything, but in this you can't really place. You can place parts of it, but yeah, not a lot. Also seeing Charles Xavier again was pretty cool, and I like that he's actually taught Rogue, and I guess he teaches all his X-Men how to like defend themselves against psychic attacks, and his reasoning is really cool. Like, humans already hate mutants enough. They don't need any more reasons in case, someone mind controls them to, blow up a school or a political embassy or something. So that I thought that was really cool and something like Charles Xavier would do. And I know he hasn't been around because he's dead, quote unquote. So yeah, it was nice seeing him come back again. But yeah, it was pretty cool issue. I enjoyed it and everything. I thought it was pretty cool, and going to be interesting to see how this team fights Kobik without any of their gear. So yeah, really cool, really excited. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10.